Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 1, 7:03 America, New York. Amazon's hardware is the ultimate black box. The payoff for Amazon from its growing lineup of devices is likely significant, though financial details have never been reported.
Daily FX Market News. October 1, 7 o'clock America, New York. Bitcoin, BTC, Ethereum, ETH, rally into Q4 on positive sentiment. The cryptocurrency market has started the final quarter of the year on a positive note, and there may be more gains to come in the next 3 months. Daily FX Market News. October 1, 6:56 America, New York. Dollar Index, DXY, Natural Gas, LNG, and AMP. Nasdaq, US Tech, FinTwit trends to watch. Entering Q4, FinTwit is at its peak with markets extended on many fronts. The dollar makes headlines, natural gas prices continue to rise, and US tech stocks disappoint.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 1, 6:53 America, New York. AMC, Bitcoin, Lordstown, Merck. What to watch when the stock market opens today. AMC reduced its debt costs. Merck's COVID-19 pill performed well in a study.
Forex Live. October 1, 6:49 America, New York. Bitcoin powers higher on the day, gains by nearly 10%. A quick pump in cryptos sees Bitcoin rise by nearly 10% to $47,770 after calmer tones earlier in the day. Bitcoin has shot up from just under $45,000 to a high of $47,770 and is holding that push in the past half hour.
Naked Capitalism. October 1, 6:49 America, New York. Banks around world are suffering big outages, leaving millions of customers in lurch at worst possible time. 20 banks, some suffering repeated outages, 6 countries, 1 in lockdown, 5 continents, tens of millions of unhappy customers.
Forex Live. October 1, 6:33 America, New York. Fed's Kashkari. It makes sense to begin tapering in the not-too-distant future. Minneapolis Fed President, Neil Kashkari, speaks to WSJ in an interview, comfortable with where the FOMC seems to be heading, but does not believe Fed needs to raise rates until 2024.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 1, 6:32 America, New York. Fed's Kashkari is comfortable with plans to taper bond buying soon. Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis President Neil Kashkari thinks short-term interest rates will stay near zero for a few more years, but he supports a likely imminent pullback on the central bank's bond-buying stimulus.
Forex Live. October 1, 6:05 America, New York. Eurozone data today lays bare the one big issue faced by the world. It is all about supply chain disruptions. This has been a topic that has been ongoing since the middle of the year but has grown in intensity over the past few months, especially when it comes to how all of this impacts inflation, something I talked about at the start of August.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 1, 6 o'clock America, New York. Pill intended to be COVID-19's Tamiflu succeeds in key study. The drug from Merck and Ridgeback Biotherapeutics cut the risk of hospitalization or death among subjects by 50% in an early look at the study's progress. New York Times Business. October 1, 6 o'clock America, New York. Stock, bond and real estate prices are all uncomfortably high. An economist says the 3 major U.S. markets all show signs of severe overpricing.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 1, 5:54 America, New York. As selling luxury in China gets tougher, buy American. Designer brands that are doing brisk business in the U.S. offer a hedge against the risk of slowing growth in a more egalitarian China.
Daily FX Market News. October 1, 5:44 America, New York. Eurozone CPI. Euro CPI reflects wall of worry over energy prices. Core inflation for the Eurozone comes in at 1.9% with the inflation (YoY) rate rising to 3.4%.
Forex Live. October 1, 5:39 America, New York. AUD, USD pushes up to session highs as equities trim losses on the session. AUD, USD challenges key near-term levels on the day. The dollar is seen losing a bit of ground on the day now as equities are trimming losses in European morning trade, helping to see risk currencies gain some decent ground on the session with AUD, USD bouncing back to 0.7240 levels now.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 1, 5:30 America New York, deaths raise safety concerns around gene therapy. Safety scares, including deaths of several young study subjects, have set back efforts to bring more gene therapies to market, clouding one of biotech's most promising technologies and hottest sectors. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 1. 5:30 America New York, low auto inventory and higher prices wear down frustrated car shoppers. The auto industry's more than year-long struggle to get more vehicles on dealership lots is starting to wear on car shoppers, some of whom are giving up and dropping out of the market until the situation improves.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 1. 5:30 America New York, cloud stocks Cinch and Twilio soar, sparking acquisition spree. Cinch, a cloud software company that helps companies connect with customers online, struck a $1.9 billion deal to acquire the U.S.'s Pathwire.
Daily FX Market News. October 1. 5:30 America New York, US dollar holds gains ahead of PCE, consumer confidence, and ISM data. The US dollar should start supported around yearly highs if markets remain confident the Fed will tighten monetary policy.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 1. 5:30 America New York, capital gains and capital pains in the House tax proposal. For those near, but not at, the top of the earnings pile, the rules could trigger big increases.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 1. 5:30 America New York, winter is coming. Should the U.S. hang on to its natural gas? Rising natural gas prices could put pressure on politicians to limit exports, but curbs have the potential to backfire. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 1. 5:30 America New York, capital gains and capital pains in the House tax proposal. For those near, but not at, the top of the earnings pile, the rules could trigger big increases.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 1. 5:30 America New York, winter is coming. Should the U.S. hang on to its natural gas? Rising natural gas prices could put pressure on politicians to limit exports, but curbs have the potential to backfire. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 1. 5:30 America New York, restaurants want to have it their way in congressional budget deal. The industry is pushing to remove many of the legislation's labor provisions while also looking for more pandemic aid.